The UT Tyler Department of Communication presents Christmas Cooking, and here with this week's recipe is your host, Carley Shultz.
Hey guys, and welcome to Christmas Cooking. I'm Carley Shultz, and today we're going to make these delicious Oreo truffles. This is a really simple recipe, and it's always my go-to recipe for any holiday parties or anything where I have to bring stuff. So we're only going to need a few simple ingredients here. We're going to need some Oreos, some almond bark, some just chocolate we can melt, and we're going to need some cream cheese. So to start, we're going to take our Oreos, and this isn't really the easiest way to do this. If you're at home, you can always use like a food processor, or even one time my food processor wasn't working, so I used my dad's coffee grinder. He wasn't too happy about that, but it will work. And so, but if you don't have either of those things, you can just stick a few of your Oreos. Here, a few more. And get a large Ziploc baggie like this, and make sure it's nicely locked so stuff doesn't go flying everywhere. And then you can just kind of like crunch them up with your hands. You can get a rolling pin, just like be creative. You need to make sure you get all the air out because that helps too. So you're just going to crunch them. Sometimes I even just get like a coffee cup and just crunch them, and you're going to want to get them really fine. So you're going to do that, and for sake of time I've already skipped ahead, and so eventually you're going to come up with this, and so you can tell it almost looks like ground coffee. And so once you get your Oreo stuff, you're going to get your cream cheese, and I mean, what's not good with cream cheese in it? So you're going to need one thing of Oreos and one thing of cream cheese, so that's like easy measurements to remember. And you're just going to plop that in there. And then I like to use a rubber spatula just because it's handy, and just kind of stir it. You can tell it's kind of clumpy, so it's going to take a while to really get it good and mixed up. So you just have to be patient. You can even use a fork, and sometimes when I'm at home and I'm not being real classy with my cooking, I just like use my hands and get after it because it does make it a lot easier, but I'll have better etiquette today. So you're going to stir that. You can tell it's kind of slowly getting mixed up. Takes a minute. Okay, and now I'm going to like resort to a fork so that I can do it a little better. Okay, so once you still kind of get this really mixed up, if not, you want it to almost be like a dough type consistency, so it just takes a minute. It can be a little messy. Okay, so now that we got this all mixed up, we're going to start rolling them. Our next step is going to be roll them into little truffle size balls. And really I like to do it smaller just because it makes it easier for them to dip and stuff. So gotta keep getting this. Okay guys, so I'm going to continue to mix up our dough here, and then we'll start rolling them into our truffles as soon as we get back from this quick commercial break, and then I'll show you how to finish them up.
Is your dog always sad, depressed, and tired of carrying extra weight around? Well, that's why there's Chunky Chow, to help your furry friend shed some pounds and restore his health. Winston, come get your Chunky Chow. After just one bowl of Chunky Chow, you can see significant improvements in your four-legged friend. Chunky Chow, available at all major retailers nationwide. Look for Chunky Chow on your next visit to the store.
Hey guys, welcome back. We just I was showing y'all how to make our little mixture, and now we're going to start rolling them into our truffle balls. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take a little bit. I mean, I don't like to do that much because I like them to be a little more bite size. It's going to make it easier. So just about like this size, you know. And then I just, at home, sometimes I just put them on a cookie tray, or today I have a little cutting board. And so you're just going to roll these. And after I roll them, I like to stick them in the freezer for at least 30 minutes. That kind of just helps them like harden up, so when you dip them in the chocolate, they don't fall apart on you. So I do recommend that. If you're in a big hurry, you don't have to, but it is going to make it a lot easier for you. So as you can see, you're just going to make these like little truffle-sized balls, okay? And so after you do that, stick them in the freezer for about 30 minutes, and then you're going to take your almond bark. You have a lot of options here. I mean, now you can get peppermint almond bark, you can get chocolate. Today I have white chocolate almond bark. And what you're going to do with this, you're just going to put it in the microwave, and probably a container about this size. Obviously not metal, because you'll run into some problems there. But so put it in the microwave. Be careful, stir it every couple of seconds, you know, that way, because your chocolate will burn. So once you get your almond bark melted, what you're going to do is just, I like to use one of these things. It's like a little skewer thing. It kind of makes it simple. And you can just put your Oreo truffle on the end and just dip it into the almond bark. And then I like to place it on wax paper because that makes it real easy to pull off. And then also, as you can see here, I added some little drizzles to my truffles. That just kind of gives it a fancier look, a little more professional when you go to your party. So what I did with that, I just took like an icing bag and drizzled some white chocolate on top of my chocolate. And so there's also, when you make these, you can use mint Oreos. Now they have peppermint Oreos, so like the possibilities really are endless. And I'm going to show y'all a few ways to even take these to your parties. You can always get these cute little takeout containers for every occasion. And so I got one of these, and then here are some of my white chocolate truffles that I did, just to give it a different effect. It looks cute to mix them up. And so I just put them in a little cellophane bag and put a little ribbon on it. And you could even just stick this bag inside of your takeout thing. And so it just makes a really cute gift if your kids want to take something to their teachers, or if you have a party to go to, or if you just want to be fatty and have a Christmas dessert. I mean, they're great. And so here's another little cute thing I found. These were just little blank cardboard boxes, and I'm real into crafts, so I found a cute little Believe stamp to make it a little more festive and put it on there. And so you can just, these are make really cute gifts, and you can just stick, I think I fit like 6 in here on this one, so it's really cute. And that makes a really nice gift. And then you can also, now they have like, if you want to like spice up your almond bark, you can take your white chocolate almond bark and add some peppermint to it, or any flavor you really want to. I did that once and it was a real hit. And the mint ones, a lot of people really like the mint truffles. And with those, when I dipped them in the almond bark, I added some like crushed mint on top to just make it kind of jazzy and cute. So that's a lot of fun too. So we'll just kind of go over this again. So all you're going to need is 3 simple things. Like, it doesn't get easier than that. You're just going to need a package of Oreos, almond bark, and your cream cheese. Just mix that up, roll them into your little truffle balls like this. Remember, keep them a manageable size. And then you're going to dip them in your melted almond bark and just put them on wax paper, and they'll dry pretty much instantly. So that's kind of nice if you are in a hurry. So that's about it that we have today. I hope y'all learned a fun new recipe and have a Merry Christmas. And stay tuned for next week.